Hello, my name is Veronica Logson, and this is Information Behaviors of Neurodivergent Users. The information behavior of individuals who are neurodivergent vary depending on the disability, but they all have a few common behaviors that can make the information search process cumbersome. At Central New York Library, there are services and systems that could possibly be adjusted to be more accessible for patrons who are neurodivergent. But first, we must understand the behaviors of these users. First, those with dyslexia often avoid larger text when they struggle to comprehend the beginning. Beveridge et al., 2022. Those with ADHD use body doubling to help stay on task, which is essentially working near someone who is trying to complete a similar task as they are. Magnuson et al., 2024. Rational inattention is when individuals intentionally avoid sources that are not exactly what they are looking for. Jones et al., 2024. Those on the autism spectrum disorder often seek out information to learn more about themselves through online forums. Duffin et al., 2025. Now we will get into the barriers that affect all neurodivergent individuals. These barriers are struggling with working memory, time management, and self-efficacy. With working memory, neurodivergents have to rely on their own ways of planning and organizational skills in order to remember elements of their information search process. With time management, all neurodivergent individuals struggle with time management, especially when it comes to lengthier research projects that have later due dates. They have a hard time grasping the later due date. Magnuson et al., 2024. Last but certainly not least is self-efficacy. Self-efficacy can also be described as self-confidence. Neurodivergent individuals, because of their disability, lack self-efficacy. Beveridge et al., 2022. Next, we'll discuss these barriers in context of two information models, Dervin's sense-making model and the Wilson model. Dervin's sense-making model focuses on the information gap that users try to fill when seeking information. The gap depends on the situation and what information need that is formed in the environment that the user is in. Case and given, 2020. Neurodivergent individuals can often have larger information gaps to fill due to their processing disorders, which creates greater obstacles to overcome than neurotypical individuals. Zane, 2025. For those with autism spectrum disorder, these obstacles could mean another individual must assist them with research tasks due to developmental issues. Berger and McFarland, 2020. For neurodivergence in general, this could mean having to find ways around memory issues by organizing notes, work around time management issues, such as having a set schedule for themselves. They also tend to research information they are more confident on due to self-efficacy issues. Jones et al., 2024. Ultimately, neurodivergent individuals consistently struggle with information seeking and have to find workarounds to overcome obstacles. This leads us into the Wilson model. The Wilson model focuses on finding ways to cope while researching. Niek, 2010. This model is evident in the information-seeking process of neurodivergent individuals, since oftentimes they will have to find new strategies and ways to cope when trying to understand new information. Berger et al., 2021. The Wilson model also touches on self-efficacy affecting a user's information process, and this is a huge part of the process for neurodivergent individuals because of their general lack of confidence due to their disability. Some users will avoid challenging sources, research questions, spelling, and analyzing sources. Beveridge et al., 2022. Central New York Library in particular was founded in 2005 and has not been updated with modern day accommodations for their neurodivergent users since this library was founded. This has become a major issue as of late since university students who are neurodivergent often come to this library to focus on their studies since their university library typically is overcrowded. Some services that could be improved at Central New York Library to help these individuals are neurodivergent support and library database design. How can we improve these services, you might ask? Well, there are three options: adding AI tools, adding trained peer mentorship, or simple database design. Based on a recent literature review of studies on AI use in academic settings, using AI can improve self-efficacy, task planning, writing support, text-to-speech, time management, brainstorming, and image-based support. Lee and Liao, 2025. Adding these AI tools into the Central New York Library database could help neurodivergent users in their information tasks wherever they physically are, no matter the information task. In another study performed by Lynette Seelmeyer, it was found that having an educated and skilled peer mentor can help individuals on the autism spectrum disorder in an academic library, which could help navigate the research process as well as create a learning environment users can be more confident in and welcome into. Seelmeyer, 2024. This can be implemented by contacting the local universities and asking for student volunteers to help their peers with these information tasks. In another study performed by Zane, it was reported that a busy design on a library database overwhelmed neurodivergent individuals. A recommendation by Zane was to implement a simple design to accommodate this obstacle. This can be done by getting rid of unnecessary links or pop-ups when entering the library database website. Ultimately, by adding and adjusting services at Central New York Library, neurodivergent patrons can feel more at ease and focus in the library environment no matter what their information need is, disability, or reason for visiting. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you are able to learn something from this and are able to apply it in the future. Thank you.